Thank you all for tuning in. We're going to dive into this game and see how this goes. It's going to be interesting for sure.
You want me to get started, or should we wait a few more minutes for people to join?
We'll wait a few. Just say hey to people coming in. Next, Big Giraffe. Leif, what's up? Forgive my voice. I'm getting over a cold. Spoiler alert, we went to the SoCal Retro Gaming Expo, and it was pretty wild, and we're making a bunch of videos out of it, and picked up stuff, but also picked up the con cred, so I'm going through that. Thank you for letting us know about the volume. Appreciate it. Oh man, look at this. This is what classic gaming is all about.
Conthrax.
The Conthrax, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I called it the Conflu.
Yeah. We're going to dive right in. We are streaming this on a legit Sega Saturn with the actual game. Oh man, look at this. Look at these giant chibi characters.
So cute.
Oh, it's awesome.
This must be the teacher. Hey.
You know, it looks like, let me move this so we don't have the let's get it up here. Oh, that's where your health is. Let's go here. Now there's no good place for it.
We'll find a spot. I don't need to know how much money I have.
You don't need to know? Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna go right here.
All right.
We're just flexing as we go. So how's everybody doing today? How's everybody's Thursday? Anybody pick up any fun games today or play anything cool today? I see need to see season 2 of RayEarth. Have we watched any of the anime?
No, I've purposely not watched animes that have games that I want to play because it'll just spoil the story, most likely.
Really good point, yeah. Heck yeah, James, me too. Tomorrow's Friday.
We do have a soundtrack for a Magic Knight RayEarth. We found it in Tucson.
Yeah, we found it in Tucson at a place called Our Galaxy, and it was cheap. It was like $5 each, and they're just getting rid of it.
He made us a deal. Like, we saw behind the counter that there was a bunch of anime soundtracks from like 2000s and 90s, and they're all sealed. We're just like, can we rummage through those?
So found no games, lots of vintage plush. Nice. Yeah, you've been doing really well with vintage plush. That's awesome. Mickey Leonard, welcome. How's it going? What's everybody been playing recently? I want to hear the gaming. Found a few NES games at the thrift this week, one being Contra, which is pretty cool. Heck yeah. Contra's a classic, man. That's the way to go. Found a Riven big box, all the inserts, no game disc. Everything but the game. Close. So close.
It's an arcade over here.
Oh man, can you play the arcade?
No. She just says it's stupid.
Finished Persona 5 Strikers a while back. Nice. Did you play for Persona 5 as well? And if you did you like them the same? Like one better?
Who was your girlfriend?
Who was your girlfriend? Dying Light 2. Nice. We made it through most of Dying Light 1. Just got a little bit repetitive for us, and we like our horror games, but we like Resident Evils and Silent Hills and Haunting Grounds. Yes, DQ Builders 1. Are you obsessed with it? Tell me the truth. It's like addicting, isn't it?
In that way.
Setzer's come to join us.
I can't remember which way to go.
I love Dragon Quest Builders. It's probably the only Dragon Quest games that I like. She's really into Dragon Quest, but I like the offshoots more. Been playing Legends, Arceus, and Forbidden West. Same. We've been be busting through Forbidden West and just loving it. We're like 30 hours in, and it's really, really good. It's not like recreating any wheel or anything, but it just does it right.
It's just part 2 of the first one.
Of Horizon Dawn, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey Robert, welcome. We are playing Magic Knight RayEarth for Sega Saturn, which is pretty sweet. So in our proper stream, the one that I messed up, we had a couple questions from, let's see here.
Click on live chat.
We had a couple questions from Neil that I'll try to answer. So first question was, let's see here. Here we go.
Flash, what are you doing here? Is something wrong? This cute little mutt is my very naughty dog.
Oh no.
I have to catch him before he
Said,
causes any
if you could
trouble.
answer, okay, what RPG do each of you want to find but haven't yet for whatever reason?
So we're looking for the big box of Earthbound. We haven't been able to find a complete copy yet. We found a couple strategy guides or just the box, and we either have to piece it together or just hold out.
Yeah. Hey William, how's it going? Welcome.
Hello.
And then the other question Neil has is favorite non-RPG. So for me, so I'm going to give you a little story actually. Quick story time with Dan. I've been playing Dr. Mario like all my life. I played it with my mom when I was a kid, and
I'm so sorry.
I consider myself pretty good at it. Probably the only game I consider myself pretty good at. I found out after we got home that there was a tournament at the con that I missed. But that's okay. That would be my favorite game. That's not an RPG. What about you? Do you play any non-RPGs? Well, no, I know what hers is. I can tell you the answer. It's the eShop.
Yeah, it's the eShop.
Just browsing the eShop.
I like buying video games and
Alright.
playing RPGs.
Hey, Lid Lover, how's it going? Just want to know your thoughts on Elden Ring and if you've played it yet. Not yet. I'm not a super Soulsborne fan. This one looks like it might be more fun for me. Just the older I get, the less I want to like react really quick to things. Like I'm cool with strategy and like a lot of depth of challenge, but when it comes to like quick reactions and having to parry and all that, I tend to not do a lot of that anymore. But after seeing gameplay of Elden Ring, I might dive in, because it does look fun. Persona 5 was great. I think I like Strikers more just because it was like playing Dynasty Warriors when fighting. Best girl, Tei Takami.
Takame. Yeah.
Suckers for the goth look.
So she's like the doctor of the game.
Nice.
You meet her pretty early on.
And then, hey PNW Gamer, how's it going? So another question that, if we could recommend a couple of obscure anime. Oh, I have a weird favorite that I really like that's kind of campy but still fun is DNA Squared. That's an interesting one.
Yakitate Japan.
Oh, Yakitate Japan's like top 5 for me.
If you like Food Wars, Yakitate Japan is probably the original. It's centered around pan, or bread.
Bread. Hey MK10, my girlfriend and I love watching all your videos. Much love from California. Hey, thanks, appreciate it. Yeah, much appreciated. Do we like the Suikoden 2 game on PS1? Well, you just beat that recently.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
Oh man, that game's fantastic. It's too bad that it's so pricey. But if you want to play it, go pay like $5 or $10 on the PS3 shopping and play it that way.
Is that one broken like the PS1, or did they fix it?
Oh, I have an ability to break older games. So in Suikoden 2, there's a glitch in the game, and I didn't really realize it was a glitch. I was like, oh, this is funny. And I basically broke the game, and I had to go back about like 7 hours from like my last save.
Yeah.
But it's fantastic. If you liked the original Suikoden, this one's more of that, but the graphics are better. And I can't really say whether or not the story is better. I think it's definitely on par. It's great. If you're not into like historical battles, then it might not be for you, but it's very much like a war game.
So another question from Neil said, if we could interview or even just hang out with one other YouTuber or two, one that focuses on video games and one who doesn't, who would it be? So the video game person we'd love to hang out with, we actually just did at SoCal, and it was Gerard, the completionist.
Well, we got to chat for him for a few minutes. It'd be nice if we could like really hang out with him, you know, like maybe catch, I don't know, a lunch or dinner or something
Just
together.
an incredible guy, seriously. Like life-changing conversations, super inspirational, and just
Yeah,
incredible dude.
that guy is incredibly intelligent and just fantastic, like public speaker too. And
Yeah.
he just jived with us like right away. You know, like really made us feel like, I don't know, like
Part of the community.
we like we've known each other's our whole lives.
Yeah.
You know.
Don't chew on that, Setzer. He likes chewing on all the cables he sees, and you can imagine there's some cables behind us.
I think we can rule out dreaming.
Is in PS3 the game is much better? Question mark. I think they're both broken.
It's the same, like it's just a rip of the game, right? It doesn't matter if you play it off of the disc or if you play it off of the system, because I did both, because when I broke it, it's on both.
Yeah.
It's just there's a part where you can move a wall and you shouldn't be able to move the wall. It's a glitch. So if you get past it, you get into this area that you're not supposed to be at, so it's more challenging. So I was like, oh sweet, I can go, you know, level grind in this more difficult area. But when it continues on with the game, it doesn't matter if it's the digital copy or the disc copy. You have to have certain party members in your group, and when you continue on to the story, they will be like missing number from Pokemon. They'll be all glitched out, and then the whole game will freeze, and like it will not pass go. You must restart, and no matter what, you can't get past that save.
So, I guess the second part of Neil's question was if we could hang out with one non-gaming YouTuber. I know for me, it'd be Chris Abroad from Abroad in Japan. He's like my favorite YouTube channel. The guy just has incredible production quality, and he's hilarious, and he just seems like he'd be fun.
Well, if we're gonna go meet up with Chris Abroad, we might as well meet up with Charmander.
Yeah, just go to Japan and say hey to both of them.
Yeah, they're both foreigners out there that live out there for a living.
Are we looking to... Oh, so have we tried playing Elex or Elex 2 for PS4? Not familiar with those games.
No.
Those are... They sound familiar, though. Don't I recall those being on, like, a first-person shooter or something? I'm not familiar.
It appears we've been blown out of our room.
We're looking forward to Soul Hackers 2?
One thing's for certain. This isn't Tokyo.
Maybe. I mean, I love more Shin Megami Tensei, but to be honest, I haven't played the first one, so I'm gonna have to squeeze that into my backlog before the second one comes out, so I can try to play that one right away.
We're not in the mood to compare trips. We've got to find a way out of here.
Love seeing we have a lot of people that play games that aren't RPGs as well in here. Let's be honest, gaming is gaming, and you know, I rotate. So she only plays RPGs, I play everything, and I rotate. I try to go like long game, and then super short game, and then medium, and then long, and then short, so on and so forth, and just bounce between genres. You can't just play all RPGs all the time. That's a you thing with 200+ hour games.
Well, if you play different types of RPGs, then it, you know, brings up the mix a little bit. Like, this is not a good example, but what I'm currently playing is Kingdom Hearts 3 on the PS4, and then I'm playing Ni no Kuni 2 in handheld. And their combat is kind of similar in a way. They're both like kind of an action combat system. It probably would have been better if I had one that was just like traditional turn-based or maybe a strategy game mixed up. But the idea was to have me playing one game on the big screen, and then if he's playing like Horizon, like I want to watch Horizon as well, so I'll play Ni no Kuni 2 on my Switch.
So, game recognizes game. Yeah.
Count me in.
What can we say about Pokemon Arceus? So,
Count me in too.
I'm not a big Pokemon fan. I can't really get into them. She loves Pokemon. but I was the one that started playing Arceus, and I like it more than other Pokemon, but it's still just okay to me. I can't get hooked. You'll probably play it.
Yeah, he started playing it first. I haven't had a chance to play it, but it looks pretty good. It looks fun. I mean, it's like open world Pokemon, so I think that's something that everyone's been wanting for a really long time.
Yeah. So,
You're the same age as me.
Next Big Giraffe says, what
You
percent
look like you're still in
of our
elementary
games do you think
school.
you've played?
Not very many.
So played versus beat is a big difference,
Yeah,
right? Played, we've played a lot of our games. I would say probably 30-40%.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, the tough part is that
Let's confess,
we're
the very same
adding
age
to our
as
class collection faster than we can play games after our, 9 to 5 jobs.
Yeah.
you. Oh, honestly.
Elix is a third-person RPG set in a sci-fi environment with jetpack. Oh,
Ooh,
you
sweet.
had me at jetpack. I'll have
Well,
to check it out.
yeah, we'll have to take a look.
Are you going to pick
They patched that Ni no Kuni on DS. I really want to play it. We have it, the Japanese version, up
Yeah.
behind us.
So, can you patch a physical copy, or do you have to emulate the DS copy and then apply the English patch?
What do you mean, chill?
Hey Don, Diavolo, how's it going? Welcome.
Than I am, buddy.
Lead Lover says, I lost my hubby to Arceus. Couple days, but I'm dramatic. You know what? The couple that plays together stays together.
That's right.
And you know what? If you're playing something else while he's playing video games, that still counts.
Yep.
But who are you?
My name is Clef. I am the High Priest of Sephiroth.
Doing
and
okay,
your
awesome.
guide in this realm.
I need to go feed
Until
Setzer
you
really
reach the
quick.
end
You
of your
entertain them,
journey
I'll be
together,
back.
Okay.
You cannot return home.
I know.
Alright. Setzer is the boss around here, and he dictates what we do. We're doing pretty well, Don. Just, excited to do this stream together, and excited to not be working right now. Yeah, I really wish there was a way to play the Ni no Kuni DS game with like a real copy and just apply a patch, but I think I'd probably have to mod a DS unless someone in the chat knows of a way.
It seems that our precious emerald is not bound as tightly as we thought.
Her intent must be to revive the ancient machines.
We must have a plan to counter.
All right, the cat is satisfied. So for those of you just joining us, welcome. We're playing Magic Knight RayEarth on Sega Saturn and just answering questions and chatting about video games. Forgive my voice, I'm getting over a cold, so I've got a little con crud going on right now. The conthrax.
The con flu.
I like it. So let's see. I'm not positive. I wish there was a way to play it on physical. Yeah. Enjoy it to the fullest.
We have the red. Oh wait, yeah, you're right. We have Foo.
The green
Wondering
disc.
which disc we have.
Yeah, the green disc.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy that there's two. Like,
No, there's 3.
there's 3.
It's one for each character.
My heart goes out to the people out there that want all the variants of this very expensive game.
I mean, that's pretty cool, but unless we find it like really cheap, we probably won't collect all the variants.
Rap5 says, is there any new anime you guys are watching recently? So, I don't get a chance to watch a lot of anime, but she does while I'm at work a lot of times. She works from home.
So I've been digging the Far Away Paladin. I think that's how you say it. And I've been watching Yashahime, which is the continuation basically of Inuyasha.
Oh yeah, Yashahime.
Like, I don't know if this is really considered like new, but I really like watching
This world is known as
My Life Reincarnated as a Slime.
So I just started reading that one because I can read that at night, and it's pretty good so far. I've got the red and green one. I hope to get the blue one someday. More
Dang.
power to you. That's
That's pretty
that's
awesome.
incredible. Yeah, you're definitely gonna have to post some photos of that on Instagram or something when that happens, because that's
Yeah.
just
Tag us.
that's awesome. Yeah, tag us when you get that. That's cool.
Holy smoke.
when Emerald was free.
I can't believe they had full voice acting in this.
Yeah.
It's just Sega did a lot of stuff right with this system, and we never, ever, ever played it growing up. Neither of us.
No, of course, me being a lady, none of my female friends played video games, like, at all. I
Yeah.
was the only gamer growing up of the ladies in my friend circle, so I only had access to what we had growing up.
Hmm.
But I know my brothers probably got a chance to play a Sega Saturn.
I had a neighbor that played Sega CD, and he just played Prize Fighter all the time. That was my only exposure to either of those systems growing up. So then when we bought this Saturn, locally at One Up Games, of course, One Up Games, we've been just diving in since, and we're finding a lot of gems that we never experienced when we were younger, so it's been kind of nice.
Yeah, I would personally like to collect all the console exclusives for the system, but that kind of goes for like
There's a lot.
same thing with like 3DO. Like it'd be nice to collect just the exclusives because like we don't need a copy of like Resident Evil on 3 different
Yeah,
consoles
we don't need
or
another
something.
copy of D.
Yeah,
We have it.
yeah, we have it.
So it's going to be a pain to get. Yeah, Don. Good luck. That's all I gotta say is good luck. So Rob Feller says he's been reading Happiness and Last Girls Tour manga. Wise. Last Girls Tour and Happiness. Have you heard of either of those?
Mm-mm.
No,
But
you'll have to educate us.
there's a lot out there.
There's so much. There's so much. Oh, Leif says Demon Slayer was fun. Yes, Demon Slayer is real good.
Yeah, I already watched the next season.
And you've read the whole thing.
Yeah, I like fast read through all of it. So like I need to read it again because like not everything's stuck in my mind.
And why would anyone want to imprison her?
How about Monster Rancher, guys? What console or handheld is best playing it? That's another one I haven't did. We have a couple Monster Rancher games, but I haven't played a lot of them. Have you played any of them?
Not really. It's definitely one that I wanted to play.
Mhm.
I
We
know.
just picked one up the other day because it was a good price. Or it was online.
I mean, I watched like a good amount of the anime.
Mhm.
Oh,
But-
Just went under the radar. The Monster Ranchers and the Digimons kind of went under the radar for us.
And besides,
Well,
what
you know,
rights
there
does
was
this have to us? We're
some
not
serious
understanding.
RPGs out at the time that we were playing.
Yeah. So, where do you watch your anime? My hubby loves it, but finding a new one can be hard.
Crunchyroll,
Crunchyroll?
yeah.
Yeah, now that Funimation and Crunchyroll, let me say that again. Now that Funimation and Crunchyroll are one and the same, there's going to be so much available there, and we've been paying for Crunchyroll for years.
Yeah, I mean it's like $8 a month.
Yeah, well worth it, especially if you like Korean dramas. Like, get Crunchyroll.
Like for a number of years I worked night shift, so I'd work like 7 p.m. until depending on the day, it was either 7 to 7 or like 7 to 4, but I ended up watching a lot of anime over the years just because I usually kept my schedule the same on my days off because that's probably the healthiest way for your body.
Mhm.
So he'd be sleeping and I'd just be watching anime all night or
Yeah.
playing video games.
So Happiness is a dark vampire type manga kind of thriller, and Last Girls Tour is an end of the world bleak but fun manga. Oh, they both sound good. I think I like both of those. Don says there's a new samurai tournament type manga and it's awesome as hell. That's cool. I don't think I've seen a lot of samurai tournament manga, but I love competition animes and
Yeah.
manga, so I'm sure I love it. Like my top 5 animes are all like sports related, or like
Yo Wapeta.
I love Yoapeta, but Initial D is still my favorite. It's competition anime, it's not a sports anime, but that was like what got me started into anime. It's called Tenkaichi Nihon Saikyo Monofono Keteisen, in case you guys want to check it out. Yeah, we'll check that out.
I had hoped that you would have at least some.
I would suggest watching Odd Taxi on Crunchyroll.
Hmm.
Is that a K-drama, or it's probably live action, right? I don't think I've ever heard of that. Don Diavolo, that's a mouthful, yeah. Last Girls Tour has an anime on Amazon Video. That helps.
What a rush! I've never felt
So top 5 anime, guys. What can you recommend? I'm watching Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh, I'm also watching that one as well.
Yeah.
That one's very, very good. I
Top
mean,
5.
that really depends, like
Magic has chosen you.
like I like some pretty dark animes, so it's probably not for everybody.
Close your eyes and feel the power.
Off the cuff.
off the cuff is tough. But also like you know, I really this one's like completely different direction, but I really did enjoy Chobits. I know that one's
Chobits is great.
a little pretty lewd, you know, especially like watching it again like recently. I'm like, I really enjoyed Elfenlied growing up, or not growing up, but was one of my first.
Rob Fuller says chi. Exactly.
Chi, yeah.
Hideki is in fact a hentai.
I loved Full Metal Alchemist, the original cut of it, and Brotherhood, and let's see, what else would I recommend?
Summon Griffin.
I mean, I love Inuyasha. I know it's not a very like in-depth anime, you know, it's a lot of rinse and repeat, but I'd still recommend it.
Yeah, like I could list
But what are you gonna do?
Initial D, Yakutate Japan.
Yeah.
Probably. I mean, I loved Hikaru no Go. And then Yoapeda. That's what I could think of right off the top of my head. Again, it's all the competition stuff, but man, I just eat it up.
Yu Yu Hakusho. Oh yeah, I've seen
Classic.
most of it. I can't say that I've seen all of it. I got up to when they were coming across like S-class monsters coming through the like hell.
Yeah. So, Odd Taxi is an anime. Okay, good to know. We'll have to check that out. Parasite is a great watch. Yeah. Parasite was good. We watched a lot of it.
Yeah, I think we watched like probably 80% of it.
Yeah, most of it. And then we got distracted by something.
Oh man, what was if you haven't watched Erased and you want to watch something that's like not 100 episodes, I think it's like 12 or 13.
It's one season.
That one's fantastic because
Yeah.
I really enjoy the like butterfly effect kind of thing, you know. So
Watch Monster. It sounds familiar. Is that really dark anime?
I think it's a live show. Trigun. Yeah, I love Trigun. We watched a ton of Hunter x Hunter. We got up to like the Chimera, like halfway through the Chimera season, and then we just kind of stopped watching it. It was that was a rough season.
Might want to mention that so far this game has been all cutscene.
Well, you know, we got to chase our dog for a moment.
Yeah, and now it's just been straight anime.
Yeah, I mean, if you play a lot of RPGs like I have, this is kind of expected that the first half an hour is all story. And I'm big on story and he's not.
Not so much, no. My girlfriend never watched anime. She walked in on me watching Full Metal Alchemist. Now my apartment is full of manga and anime statues. Was that her filling them up or was that you? 'Cause either way, that's awesome. I literally just got a Yu Yu Hakusho hoodie. Nice.
Nice.
Hunter x Hunter. Yeah, we watched a lot of that.
Yeah, like I said, we ended around mid Chimera
The Chimera season. Trigun's great. Yukaleo. Mickey, how's it going? Yukaleo. I don't know what that means.
It's probably another
anime. Flame of Recca. We're talking about anime in here. Why not? We're playing Magic Knight RayEarth, right?
Ranma and a half. We have
Ranma 1/2. Yes.
every single episode. We found the last 2 box sets that we didn't have.
Rap5 says he loved Erased anime, and the live action was good too. Did we ever watch the live action of Erased?
No.
We probably should.
I typically don't watch the live actions of animes because I've had not great experience with them.
Yeah. Ranma 1/2. Yep. Monsters anime. Good to know. Mystery thriller.
If Alcyone destroys the 3 emerald summon,
Don't judge, guys, but I like Umaru-chan because she likes playing video games. That's fine. Did you see we have...
pray they are strong enough.
Do you think we judge you when we have Hatsune Miku statues in our house? Like, seriously. This is in our house. It's fine.
I got that in a sweet Facebook Marketplace deal too.
Yeah.
We got like 3 anime statues, a box full of like anime related plush for like $20.
Yeah. No judgment here. We went to a Hatsune Miku concert.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
How long ago
Very
was
strange.
that? Was that like...
It was about 3 years. It was early 2018. 4 years.
It was 2014.
Really?
Yeah, it was before we got married.
Wow. Well, yeah. So, anyways,
Of course he's all right.
her. I love collecting games, just like collecting manga, statues, and figures. Nice. See, that's a keeper.
What have we
She stocked your
here?
house with all the anime figures and all that, Rob. That's a keeper right there.
It's a gang of optimists.
Kenshin is amazing anime.
Positively saccharine.
Good old
It's a good one.
Rurouni. I've watched a lot of that too.
Classic.
Yeah. The only live action I've heard was decent was the Kenshin movies. I haven't tried those, but I don't know. There's a gnat. The initial D live action movie was interesting. It was very campy, but it was good.
That is the most adorable show of courage
Vinland
I've
manga
yet
anime.
witnessed.
Haven't heard of that.
I, dear child, am Alcyon.
You. What have you done with Clef?
Yeah, I think, Rob, I think that Rurouni Kenshin was the intro for a lot of people into anime. Yeah, it's just a classic.
He's far too stubborn to fall to someone
It was one of the
as
first
weak
big
as this.
American ones that really like went huge, or
Um,
ones in America that went huge.
No, I mean Dragon Ball was out there way before
Yeah, true.
Rurouni
Don't
Kenshin.
delude yourself.
I think.
Your little guardian is solid stone.
By the way,
Tell me if I'm wrong.
if you couldn't tell, she's playing.
Liar! I won't believe it.
This is how we usually do this. When we have a
How can that be
game we
possible?
both want to see, one of us will play, the other one will enjoy the
Right,
content
pretty
or
little airfield head.
play on our Switch or Game Boy or something and play together. It's
I
awesome.
I have played like the first maybe 2 hours of this so far, and I did have trouble with the first boss battle. There's like the hit point or the
hit
hitbox
boxes.
is just kind of
It's-
terrible.
It's like 15 frames per second, and it's like a small hitbox, and it's all a timed fight. Oh, here we go. Anime cutscene. She's powering up.
She's gonna burn that lady.
Yes. Yes.
Oops. Too strong.
Too strong. It's got to be overboard in these games. It has to be. If it's not, then it wouldn't be what it is. I remember getting Kenshin DVD from Suncoast and paying way too much for 3 episodes.
Yeah.
I used to do that with Initial D. I'd walk into wherever I could get it, like Best Buy or Fry's Electronics when they were open, rest in peace, and pick like a DVD up that had 3 on it, and they were horrible like dubs. They didn't even have like a good subtitle option on them. It was
I
bad.
don't believe it, Hikaru. You did it. You really did it.
Sometimes I like to watch the story while my husband plays. Yeah.
Yeah.
Giraffe, we do that a lot. It's like Horizon Forbidden West is not her type of game to play.
I mean, I'd give it a go, but the ones I really have problems with is like I really like survival horror, but I cannot play survival horror.
Especially tank controls.
I'm way too jumpy and like you know, I'll be trying to avoid the zombie, but I just walk straight into him.
Mhm.
So I usually have him play for us on those.
Yeah, we've been playing Haunting Ground. It's been interesting so far. My darling.
It's a little rough, you know, because it's a PS2 game, and so some of the controls are a little clunky.
But I'm used to it. I grew up playing a lot of the tank controls, so it was pretty fun.
Because sometimes like the camera angle will change, and you're being chased, and you're in a boss fight, and like it switches over, and suddenly you have to change based off of the direction of the character.
I won't believe it until I see it
I'm su-
myself.
I miss Suncoast. I'm surprised FYE is still around.
Isn't that
FYE.
rather
It's
dangerous?
something your exchange.
Hmm.
Well, there's one in Awatsuki.
Oh,
I think
okay.
we've been to.
Person would suggest that. Please.
I miss
try to
EV
stay calm.
Games.
Raised voices won't solve our
You
problem.
know, those old days.
I missed Hastings and,
Hastings.
and Toys R Us.
Yeah, Hastings and Toys R Us.
I didn't get enough Toys R Us like
Don't you
growing up.
remember that Cliff told us to save Sephiroth at all
One of our online
costs?
friends, Dreamy Weaver, got all of the
That's right.
Hastings shelves when they closed down in her town, and she's just got all of them in her game room. I'm so jealous. It's
Yeah.
so cool.
That's awesome.
You must follow Clef's instructions and move forward at any cost.
What does FYE stand for?
I know.
For your entertainment.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I've seen that.
If I remember right, Clef's instructions were that we should head east. Yes, I'm sure of it now.
Toys R Us days. Remember when I was a kid, my favorite place to go in Toys R Us was the Super Soaker aisle,
Wait a minute.
and just
I
wish that
wonder
I
if this
had
can't
like
be
the
the
200 or the
forest of
30 or whatever, and
Well,
it was
there's only one
it was
way to
awesome
find out.
for your
Let's
entertainment.
get
Yeah.
moving.
I got control again.
Yes,
Woohoo!
we are officially playing a game. 43 minutes into the game, we are finally playing it. Imagine that.
Can you go this way? No.
I like the classic style where they follow around, but they don't follow you just in a line. They actually kind of free walk a little bit, which is nice.
Oh, we got more talking.
Anybody home? It seems as if no one is at home right now. Perhaps this isn't
I hear
even
this game's only like
Precia's
9-10
house.
hours long,
Yeah.
which is crazy. It's like the more expensive the game is, the shorter it is.
Well, like
Did you see that? The door
Tail
just
Concerto is also
opened.
pretty short too, and it's
What
up there.
kind of person leaves their home on
So
It's not
that
safe.
is a game that I will play and like beat, and I guess it's technically not an RPG. For some reason I thought it was an RPG,
let's
but
not
I guess
waste
it's
time
not.
just
It's just an
talking about it.
action game.
Yeah.
So I guess that'll be my
You
favorite
mean
non-RPG
an empty
game.
Mhm.
house? Isn't that
I mean, some would say
bananas?
Solo to Robo isn't really an RPG because it's got a lot of the same kind of features.
You stay
Well,
out here with
It's
your
very action.
brothers and the
Yeah, but you
monsters,
can
and
you can
we'll go in.
equip stuff on your mech. You can do
Anybody else playing any RPGs recently?
it. Did it whisper chi?
I hope so.
I think it did. Chi.
I think that Chi is in there. Yeah, you got it, Rob. Got to share the love on Instagram. Happy to follow back in those situations for sure. We're actually just about to hit 500 followers on Instagram, which is kind of sweet. That's I don't know a lot about Instagram. Not really good at it, but we're trying. We mostly just use it for announcing our YouTube stuff, but I'm trying to get better at it. Playing Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster. How do you like it versus the original? We heard about the whole no text scrolling intro, but how's the
Yeah.
rest of it so far? If you guys saw that,
Poop.
I would have that face too if something ran up to me and said poo.
Oh man.
Playing Cobra Kai on Switch. Okay, I'm a little overcritical because I adore Final Fantasy VI, but it's fine, I guess. That's about the answer I expect people to have with that are like huge fans of the original.
If it's not on a console, I'm not gonna play it. Like, I just don't dig that touchscreen mechanics.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work very well, in my opinion.
Zach Stone says, just got done playing Ys Memories of Celceta. Awesome. You know, we haven't dove into a lot of Ys games. We started with 8.
Yeah, and
And
you beat it.
I beat it, and I really liked it. It took me a bit to kind of figure out how the map works, which was very frustrating. But once I just, paid closer attention to the tutorial like I should have in the first place, it was great. And really, really enjoyed the combat in that. The story was fun, and just a really, really good game. We'll definitely, we've got 9. We'll probably dive into 9 at some point soon. Just got done playing Knights of Azure and Ononaki. Awesome. Ononaki's one we didn't get yet. Knights of Azure 1 and 2 we have. How do you like those? Are those good games? Can you recommend Ononaki?
Magic Knights, it is my duty to welcome you here. Oh, and by the way, my name is Precia. I'm the senior commander here on Sega.
Precia. Started my first Tales game, Tales of Abyss on 3DS. Awesome. Let us know what you think, because I know that one's on PS2 as well.
Yeah.
And how's the port versus the original?
I think I've heard that the port is, a little bit better, a little
Yeah.
more polished.
Cleaned up some things.
It's probably like one of the best Tales games too.
Mhm. So Rob says, I'm playing Final Fantasy VI on Steam. I can't play mobile games, but I have Magitech Terra overlooking Narsh tattoo in a mono art style. Oh, that's awesome.
That's amazing.
That's how tattoos need to be done.
Yeah.
I've always joked that if I get a tattoo, it's going to be a very possibly unpopular game to some, but it would be a huge, like, Final Fantasy VIII mural on my leg or something.
Boo.
The character design of that game is fantastic. Just picked up Legendia on PS2 sealed. Awesome. I know some people really love Legendia as their favorite, but I think it's like the most unique out of all of them. I think that's why it just does a lot of things that the others don't. We have all the Tales games. We've only played a few of them.
We found our copy behind the racks at the game store. It was like
That's right.
like this, and it was underneath in the backs. I don't know if someone was hiding it or if it just randomly fell down there, but we got that copy.
So Rob Fowler says he's not an 8 fan, never has been, but I understand. It's a very, very high variance game. A lot of people, you either love it or hate it. She doesn't like it.
It's a big conflict in our marriage. It's grounds for divorce.
Right.
So
I'm into games that I don't really care about the story. I'm into games that have way too much depth in their combat and like their character development and all that, and the junction system is right up my alley. Plus, Squall and Renault was like the first RPG couple for me. Because I played it before 7.
Yeah, we played the demo growing up, and we did get I think we got a copy of the game, and we just really didn't jive with like the draw system. Like, I don't even think we got to the junction system. We did play it together, like for the first time for me, and I was just like, this is so I like the level grind. You can't level grind in that game.
Nope.
If you level grind, all the monsters and bosses grind up with you. So like there's no getting around that. I think it's a little too complicated.
Rob Colucci says, geez, we could have been watching you jam on Sailor Moon with Dan in full cosplay. I guess this is cool though. My legs are too long to wear skirts.
If you get it custom made, they'll make it the right length. And besides, you don't want it too short, just long enough to make it interesting, right?
Yeah, it's like an essay, right? Essays and girl skirts. You give it long enough to cover the subject, but short enough to keep it interesting.
Banned.
Yeah, exactly. So Rob, I'll give you another weird one. My other favorite Final Fantasy is 13. How weird is that?
I did like 13. And I even played through the whole sequel, and you did not play through the sequel.
Nope, I didn't love it as much. It was too Pokemon for me. I wanted the first one over and over again. Grounds for divorce in my household is Digimon versus Pokemon.
Oh boy.
Yes, Lead Lover. I could see that being a high variance topic as well. Yeah. Rob Fowler says, I played and beat it in 2021. The junction system is great. Played 2, 3, and 7 growing up, so when I got 8, it was so different that my 8-year-old mind couldn't get into it. I could totally see that.
Yeah.
I played it first when I was, I don't know, in my teens. As a 31-year-old, I appreciate a lot of it. See, you lost me there, Chief, with the Final Fantasy 13. Yeah. I put over 150 hours into that game. I went through 4 discs of it because my PS3 was breaking because of a Blockbuster tag flipping up and scratching the inside. And then before I beat it, at the last boss, my original fat 60 gig PS3 died. So I went to my friend's house to beat it that night. I said, dude, can I come over? I need to beat this game. Had it on my thumb drive already. And went over there and beat it. And then went home, got the new one. They gave me a new 120 gig for like $100 back then to trade it in. And then I went through it and I got all the trophies but one. I only got first 4-star Vercingetorix, which is the hardest boss in the game. And then that PS3 died. And I lost my save file. And I haven't gone back since.
And they didn't replace his system with a fat PS3. They gave him a slim too. So he lost that backwards compatibility with that as well.
I actually beat Final Fantasy 12 on PS3 as well. That was when it came out.
Nice.
Let's see. What are y'all's day jobs? We're both in management.
I mean, can't really be too specific because that's, kind of private. But
Yeah.
I work in the technology field. I deal with HTTP delivery and streaming services.
And I'm in the service industry. I have a weird thing for Mystic Quest. I know it's Final Fantasy for beginners, but I still love it. Hey, you know what? That's great, honestly. Oh, somebody sent me, let's see.
Baby's first RPG.
This
And
is
Precious.
Rob's Final Fantasy art. Oh, look at that. That's a mono art and everything on his wall. I love it.
It's all watercolor too.
Yeah, check this out. This is Rob's
Gorgeous.
gorgeous home station. He's got a mono art. There it is. A mono art on the walls. Oh, that's so nice.
You
Thanks for
have
sharing that, Rob.
accomplished
That's pretty
the
cool.
First objective of your journey. Lakona is in your party.
It is foretold that Makona will be no end of help to the
I need to be
Magic
X2, 12, 13, and 13
You should
too.
already know to press start.
So kind of a, I think I'm going to give, since you guys are in here, and there's only, how many are in
And there
here?
you
What,
can
17?
decide that
17.
Makona is holding for you. And change
Give you a
various
little,
settings.
it's funny you guys are talking about some of your favorite and non-favorite RPGs. We actually asked everybody at the con that question. And
Spoilers.
just going to give you a little preview since you're in here. Over the next few weeks, we have a couple videos for the SoCal Gaming Expo we're going to make. But one of them is just that, and it's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I can't wait to share it with you guys because it was.
Use it often.
There's nothing like talking about video games with famous video gamers because they break down to
Time to end the
normal
session
levels
return
and
to
just
the game.
talk shop with
Have
you
fun.
and just go on and on and on. And
See
everybody.
you later, kids.
Well,
everybody was awesome about it.
some people just gave us like the answer, and then some people like told a story, which was really awesome.
Yeah, like you can imagine, my retro life as a storyteller.
Hmm.
He was there. Gerard was there. Like so many people were there. The one on the left is a vintage. You still need to be X2, 12, 13, 13, 2. X2 is interesting. The dress spheres are very interesting.
So
I liked a lot of the music from it.
when X2 came out, I played it for a hot second, and I was just so kind of like, I don't know, gagged out on the super girl power thing. Like,
Mhm.
I'm all about girl power, but like don't feed it to me.
Right.
So I just couldn't get through because I was just rolling my eyeballs at the dress spheres.
Final Fantasy 12 is actually probably my third favorite, honestly. I really like 12. The story is very political, and I don't really care about story that much. But the gameplay and the Gambit system, I love. I love the Gambit system. And then 13, 13, 2. And the Lightning Returns, I mean, it's not really worth playing in my opinion.
I mean, that's one that you get a Game Shark, and if you want to finish the story and the saga, you just get a Game Shark and just grind through it.
Yeah. So the one on the left is a vintage poster, and the big one is a new limited to 250 a monoprint. That's awesome. Yeah, one of these days, if we have wall space, we'll pick up some art. But this wall behind us it's just games.
Yeah. We either need a bigger house or I don't know, we'd have to like cut back.
We were looking for houses with basements so we could have a cool basement game room, but then the market decided otherwise and said, "Oh, you can't do this anymore. Everything's now more than double."
Yeah.
So we're just gonna stick with where we're at. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did Amano also do art for Vampire Hunter D? Yes,
Did he?
I believe so.
Oh.
I think I remember seeing that art around. I think you're right. Rob says, "Are you guys into Rune Factory? I'm really excited for 5 this month." I've played some of it on 3DS.
I haven't given it a go. It's definitely something I'm interested in playing because like I like Harvest Moon, but apparently Rune Factory is like Harvest Moon but more RPG, like battle systems and stuff.
I would lean more towards, I like the Atelier games a little better with the crafting mechanics versus the gardening mechanics. God, that dude's childhood. I love his videos. Yeah, My Retro Life. That guy. How many of us would be super jealous if somebody would like have recorded all of our gaming pickups growing up? Like my excitement when I opened my Super Nintendo, or like even the Genesis back then, opening that box up for Christmas just was incredible. Hey, from Ohio, 311 PMG, welcome. Rob says, for Final Fantasy, I'm having a hard time getting into them, but I'm on a mission. Yes, it's a good mission. It's worth it. Some of those games take a long time. Like 13, This is gonna sound horrible, and I know this is like saying this about a bad novel, but it picks up at 30 hours. It opens up at 30 hours.
I think it was
Maybe it was 20.
20.
It was 20 when you get to the Velt or whatever it's called. Not the Velt.
So everyone's biggest complaint about 13 was that it was very linear, but then 20 hours in is when it finally opens up to the world.
But I love the paradigm system. It's super unique. The paradigm shifts, super unique, and it makes you sweat because you got to be kind of quick with it, and it's
Look,
awesome.
I'm fighting things.
Oh my goodness, we have combat.
Oh,
It got bigger. Look how small that hitbox is.
Yeah,
like your
right?
sword is.
look how small this little guy is.
You basically might as well be poking it with your finger. Oh, you got another little guy there chasing you.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get away from it because I'm just gonna.
So this is actually Elisa's preferred combat style. She likes maybe not this hitbox and short sword
Not
style.
this hitbox, but like I like
Mild action.
Secret of Mana, you know, like style. Oh look, I already died. I'm
Oh.
sorry.
Oh,
People,
nope.
I'm
Now you're
terrible.
just floating with a bandage and you got your secondary girl. Vampire Hunter D and a few others. Now I gotta remember to get that Blu-ray of Vampire Hunter D. It's classic. I skipped school to play 13 on launch. I played 2 days, probably like 20 hours. I tried. I need to do it again. You know, honestly, I feel you there, Rob. When new Final Fantasy would come out, I would take the week off. And this was back when I wasn't a manager and could do that. But yeah, I beat Final Fantasy 12 in like 5 days. I beat 13 in like 3 or 4.
I'm gonna go back.
And I missed those days, but same token, I did something similar for 15, and then I just went back to work because it was all right.
Ah.
Kill him.
I'm gonna try to go back and heal.
The housing market's ridiculous. I was lucky enough to find something 3 years ago. Unfortunately, I sold a lot of my MTG collection to put a down payment on my house. Oh yeah, Rob, you're the one that talks about Magic a lot. I like it. Yeah, we bought our house how many years ago?
Is he the Rob that we did the trade with, or is that the other?
No,
another
different
one?
guy. I think it was like 4 years ago when we bought our house.
No, it's 5.
It's 5 now.
Yeah.
So that was like there was a lower market like a couple years before that, but then it went up from there.
Yeah, we got in at a pretty good time.
Trevish says, "Have you played any of the Dark Souls games?" Yeah, I've played some of Demon Souls, some of Dark Souls, some of Bloodborne. I'm just not into them. I was talking about this earlier. It's not her style. She only plays RPGs. That and fighting games, I just can't really do much anymore. My hands just get sweaty and start hurting, and I get too stressed out because it's just too quick. I'll take like strategy all day long, or just having to flip paradigms, but having to like parry and react to some things really quick, I don't do it as much anymore. That being said, Elden Ring might be on the list soon. We'll see. Have we picked up Triangle Strategy? Not yet, but we will.
It's not out yet, right?
Yeah, it's not out yet, but when it is, we probably will. And it's we do have a lot of tactical RPGs. We don't play a lot of tactical RPGs. There's some we love. I love Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. Been playing through that. I'm a huge Advance Wars fan.
I've played some of the Arc the Lad
Yeah.
games. That one's technically strategy.
15 is probably my least favorite Final Fantasy I've ever completed. I didn't hate it, but I won't be going back to it. So Final Fantasy 15, that's kind of how we feel about it. I don't know if it's the worst one I've played. I would say Lightning Returns would probably be the worst one. It's pretty bad. But I rushed through it, right? I didn't want to do any side quests. I don't know why. The story was fine. So I got all the way to the end, and I was like 20 levels too low, and I fought the last boss a couple times, and probably a dozen times, and said, you know what? I'm just not going to do this. And it looks like some people are doing some cool stuff in it, but it's more of that kind of combat that I'm just not really into as much anymore. Jeremy MC. Yeah, Triangle Strategy comes out tomorrow. What games are you guys most excited for coming out soon? I know we're actually kind of excited for Kirby Forgotten Land. If that one has any level of challenge to it, and it's not just a super easy Kirby game, it's going to be awesome.
Why is it set in The Last of Us?
Yeah. Like, is Ellie going to come in at some point and make a cameo? Because that would be awesome.
Eat all the infected.
Live Alive remake looks sweet. What do you guys think? Live Alive Remake was announced like a week after we picked up the SNES Repro.
Yeah,
Like, come on.
that was so random.
We never would have expected that.
Yeah, but I'm definitely gonna play that
Yeah.
for sure.
What other games would you like to see with the HD 2D remakes?
Honestly, like, I know Square keeps ignoring Chrono Trigger, but can we get a Chrono Trigger HD 2D remake?
Yeah, all I want is Mother 3 localized. Let's be honest.
That's never gonna happen.
Ugh.
It's too controversial.
That guy was so the creator of Earthbound was so excited when he heard it was going on Switch.
Yeah.
Like, you see this, let's make this happen in some way, shape, or form. Hire the people that did the fan translations. Let's just get it in America. I mean, we have Mother 3 on Game Boy Advance Japanese, but come on. Final Fantasy VIII is probably the worst. That's okay. I won't hold it against you. I'm excited for the new Dragon Quest game. What Dragon Quest game is coming out? You're talking about 12?
There's like a pocket game coming out. There's
That's
a
right.
port of 3 that's getting the HD 2D.
She played a lot of Dragon Quest. She put like how many hours into 11? Like 215?
230, I think.
230? Yeah.
Too much.
I just bought a CIB Live Alive 2. Yep, you know how it is. I loved FF7 Remake though. I feel like it's a perfect mix of action and turn-based. I was very skeptical. We actually really enjoyed it too.
Yeah.
It was done very tastefully. It's kind of weird. I won't spoil anything, but it's kind of weird how they did the ending, but I get it that they had to.
I mean, we all knew that it was going to be split up into multiple games. If you go into the expecting that it's going to be an exact port of the original verbatim, just with fancy new graphics and combat, you'll be disappointed.
Yeah.
Because they definitely take it in some different directions.
Have we played Rule of Rose? No.
No, we don't have that one.
Nope. We've been playing Haunting Ground, but not Rule of Rose. That one's on the list. We do love our survival horror. So we love survival horror, especially if they're not first person. I can only play them. She can't, and I can only do first person so long. I've got some motion sick problems.
I mean, I might give the newer ones a try since I don't have any issues with that.
Yeah.
But I'd just be very bad at them.
Kirby 64 had a level that took place on Earth-like area that was taken over by robots and machines, and the new Kirby reminds me of that, but now it's a whole game with that level. Yeah.
Oh.
I think it's going to be great.
So it's in Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, it's in Horizon Zero Dawn. You're going to see Aloy in the background shooting monsters.
Just going to eat up Aloy.
So Elisa knows my stance on that game. Which game? Oh, Final Fantasy VIII. Yeah. You guys agree?
I mean...
Would you consider it the worst Final Fantasy?
Probably.
Worse than Lightning Returns?
Well, I mean, I don't really count sequels, right?
It's true.
If for a mainline game, it's definitely my least favorite. Because, like, I didn't, I'm all about story, and I just kind of thought the story with 8 was just kind of garbage. And I died again.
You can do it.
There's too many monsters in here.
It's a CLDs 8. Awesome. Yeah, we still have our CLDs 8 on Vita. And
I'm gonna die.
that game went up for a little while, and then who makes that game?
Which one?
Ys. It was not Xseed.
Is it NIS?
Yeah, NIS, I believe. They just started they're like, hey, it looks like people are looking for this. So here's a whole nother batch of Switch games for Ys 8. So then the price went back down because it was like $100 for a little while. Yeah, the story is weird. I went into it knowing that it's not going to be an original story. I like it for what it is. Do y'all think the last story on the Wii is worth buying? It's pretty expensive, but I may get it. I'd say get it now before it goes up.
Yeah.
Since it wasn't remade, it's a Wii exclusive.
It's part of the Operation Rainfall.
Yeah.
Pandora's Tower is the other one. Obviously, Xenoblade has had a few ports, so it's probably the most successful of the 3. But I would just get them. Like, if you like collecting games and you like RPGs,
if you think you're going to want to play it, get it. That's our view on games, especially when it's only one release. Are they going to remake that one? Did it sell enough to
Does
remake?
it have a
Probably
digital
not.
copy? No.
No, I don't think so. Final Fantasy VIII had a broken level system that you could take advantage of easy. Yes and no. Like for mobs, yeah, for trash mobs, but for bosses, it's scaled. And I had a friend back in the day when I was playing it that he leveled in the Garden Training Center. He got Squall to level 100 or 99 off of T-Rexes. You can imagine how long that took. So the rest of the game, the party members he got later were like, they'd come into the party at 20 or 30 or whatever, but everything was scaled to Squall's level. So that kind of ruined it, and he had to start all over after spending all that time. So it's just, yeah, it's a weird game. I love it.
I don't think I have any way to heal my people.
Any rhythm games we like playing? So
You just asked Daniel's favorite question.
I love rhythm games.
All right.
One of my favorites. So we have a steel DDR mat. I don't remember where we got it from, like Denmark or something like that.
It was Sweden.
Sweden, and it's emulated. We use Beatmania on that, and that's a great workout. That one, Beat Saber, would be the two we play the most. But other than that, if you're just talking about rhythm, I mean, we love Elite Beat Agents. That one's awesome, and so is Rhythm Heaven on DS. Both those are on DS, and they're good.
Well, there's a lot of great like dancing games too. Like the Persona series has.
Yeah, Dancing All Night, and then the Miku games they're all right. Like Project Diva.
I'm gonna die on the stream. It's gonna be rip.
It's fine.
Cause I don't have a way to heal anybody, and I'm lost because it's a maze.
So, and Sakaguchi hates Sony and Nintendo, so last story may never see another release yet.
Yeah.
I have to confess I don't play RPGs, but I love you guys. Aw, thanks.
Aw.
Appreciate it. Yeah, one thing we learned at this SoCal Retro Gaming Expo is how much we like games. And we do like game hunting as well, and we're never going to stop, as far as we know, we're never going to stop doing the game hunting thing on our channel, but we're definitely going to do more about games.
Oh, come on.
And we're still trying to decide what that's going to look like, but stay tuned. Over the upcoming months, you're going to see some small changes in that. We really, really want to do more on the JRPG side of it and being a JRPG couple.
We
That's
definitely want to
what it's
play
about.
more games, like
And
on
Let's
the channel.
Plays, yeah, like Let's Plays are probably just for streaming, but we're going to go through some things and do things a little different. NIS has been re-releasing a ton of stuff on Switch. I just picked up Soul Nomad and Phantom Brave combo pack. Yep, got that as well. Get it while it's out. Double packs are always nice.
Yeah, especially if both games are on the cart, but I don't know. I haven't verified that.
Have y'all played the new Horizon? Yeah, we're playing it right now. We're about 30 hours in. I think we're a bit over leveled for the area we're at because the main quest stuff is like level 22 and we're like level 27. But really enjoying it.
I'm gonna die, guys. I'm sorry.
No, that's
I
okay.
failed.
That's fine.
Take my RPG badge away from me.
Horizon's good. It's not recreating a wheel. It's not doing anything unique. It just does what it does well. And story's good. It's actually a story that I read and pay attention to, and that's saying a lot for me. And of course she does, because she loves that.
I need a map.
Final Fantasy Theater Rhythm is my jam. We love the Theater Rhythm games.
Oh yeah.
Like, they're so good. Wish we had that Theater Rhythm 3DS that came out in Japan.
Yeah,
I think it's
Japanese only. Let's see if this is the way out. Is this the way out?
Just because I love Nobuo as a man, yes. He was live at one of the Distant Worlds concerts we went to, and he just seems like a jolly little
I think
dude.
he's been to all of them that we've attended.
Back before the COVID stuff.
Yeah.
Whenever friends ask me to babysit the PS2 hooked up on handy DDR mat, the kids practically watch themselves. Yes, I love it. You're encouraging exercise and entertainment and video games. I like all those
They'll
things.
just tire themselves out.
Yeah, and then they're asleep on the floor right next to the mat the rest of the night. Do you buy any games from Limited Run? Yes, we do. If there's an RPG we want to play, or that we want physical, we'll buy it.
We were buying like every single one,
Ugh.
but Koei Tecmo was putting one out like every month.
Yeah, the Tecmo RPGs, Koei Tecmo RPGs.
Oh my gosh!
You made it.
I found the exit.
Koei Tecmo releases too many RPGs, so we stopped buying all those, like As Divine Hearts, As Divine Dios, and all those, and they're all pretty
I got
vanilla.
You say that, but I just got the triple pack.
We did just get the triple pack, yeah. But I'm into a lot of genres, so I tend to get a lot of the shmups that they release, like Blazing Chrome and a lot of that. We used to buy all the Vita ones we could, and did a bunch of blind boxes, and because Vita's our jam. We love the Vita games. Do we have Panzer Dragoon Saga? Not yet. It's on the list.
We had an opportunity to get it for like, was it
$900. We just missed out.
locally, but we were headed to the expo, so we missed it. But you know, we knew that we were gonna drop some money at the expo, so.
You saw Nobu at Distant Worlds at Anime Central Con 2013. Awesome. Yeah, it just seems like a super nice, jolly dude. Like, we watch Alex Mukala. He does a lot of remixes. He's like a composer, really, really straight up dude. And he did a remix of some of the Final Fantasy music, and Nobuo was there to listen to it, like on stream. It was kind of neat. He reacts, and he's so generous and humble about it.
So, what was the YouTuber's name?
It's Alex Mokala.
Yeah.
Really good guy. Koei Tecmo RPGs are very dry, very RPG Maker-ish. Yeah, we realized that after we tried to play a few of them. Like,
hey,
this is...
if it's an RPG that has a cat in it, I'm buying it.
She's gonna play it.
Well, I'll play it eventually, but I'm buying it.
What happened to modern Tron and MTG? Well, I played Mono Green Tron for a long time. Tron is my bag in modern. I don't play modern anymore, though. Eldrazi Tron's still a thing. I love Eldrazi. My favorite commander deck is my Kozilek deck, but I don't know a lot about the meta in modern, to be honest with you. We just play a lot of commander right now. I don't want to be on top of the standard or the modern cost anymore. And it's nice to only have to buy one of each card. Hey, Mako Otaku Gamer, how's it going? Will the live stream become a regular thing? We don't know. We fumbled with this one a little bit, trying to learn. I just switched to Mac. It makes editing a little easier, but it makes everything for me a little harder.
Yeah, we just got a MacBook Pro.
Yeah,
like
that's what we're using for this stream right now.
So he edited the last episode that we posted with the MacBook, and then so there's a little bit of a learning curve because we're Windows people.
Yeah, not a Mac person, but the time savings is incredible.
Yeah,
I want more time for gaming, so I got to cut my edit time down because I'm editing all those videos start to finish, and it's takes a little while.
I help with ideas.
Oh no, huge! Yeah, she edits with me. I'm like, hey, what about this? And she's like, do this. I'm like, great.
We gotta find a thing for like this.
Yeah.
You know.
Any recommendations for games to buy this year on new systems?
Hey, Gamer Manuel.
Gamer Manuel's in. What's up, man? How's it going?
We love watching your finds and epic pickups.
If you guys haven't yet, go sub to Gamer Manuel's channel. He has some awesome finds out in the wild, and it's pretty incredible. He has good content.
He's out on the East Coast. I wish you were closer because we would totally like to collab together.
Dude, go hunting together.
But you're on the way opposite side of the United States as us.
Well, the live streams. So, new games to buy this year. I mean, I think Kirby's gonna be good. What else is coming out this year?
I think Alive is gonna be great.
Live Alive,
we haven't played it, but like I've heard so much good things about it. I really like it when there's different time periods, and that's what this has. Plus, it's classic like 16-bit graphics.
So they asked the question: what's your most expensive game, and how much did you pay? That actually just changed, and we can't reveal what it is.
So what's our current one?
So not counting what's going to be in a future video, it would be Magic Knight RayEarth.
Yeah.
I believe, and then close behind is this guy. It's really close to the
Please don't drop that.
Solid Gold Edition because it's still sealed because we already have this game obviously open.
I need an acrylic case for this.
Yeah. If you know anybody that makes acrylic cases for these, let us know. And we paid $175 for that Persona 4.
Yeah. It was a couple years ago, and like the guy that posted it locally was selling it for like half of what it was worth.
Mm-hmm.
And like I was like 30 minutes in to him posting it, and I thought there's no way, but I'm just gonna ask anyways, and I was still the first one. So
and Magic Knight RayEarth, we technically paid $0 for. We paid funny money for. Check out our previous videos. We did our journey to Magic Knight RayEarth and Persona, and through yard sales, buy sells, and trades and all that, we ended up getting it for free.
Yeah, so that's kind of like the theme of our channel is game hunting, but you're probably not going to find Magic RayEarth at a garage sale. If you do, amazing.
Great job.
Way to go. But, you gotta sell like How many copies of Wii Sports do you think
Oh,
we would have to
infinite.
sell to buy Magic Knight RayEarth?
So Jack Green says, "Is Def Jam Fight for New York on PS2? He got for $90. Nice, nice." Mecha Taco Gamer says, "I'm playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2 right now, trying to get back to my lost 350 hours from the last copy I owned." Jeez, 350 hours? You haven't spent that much time in a game. I think the only game I spent that many hours in was World of Warcraft, but we won't talk about that.
Yeah, that's kind of why I haven't. I really want to play the Xenoblade series because I've played Xenogears, Xenosaga, so I need to play Xenoblade, but I know that it's a very, very long game,
Hmm.
so it's a double-edged sword because I want to play like at least 5 RPGs a year, and
Yeah.
that's rough.
Gamer Manuel says we're great. Thank you. I think
Thank you.
you've got a better channel. You're doing some great stuff there, man. Seriously. One of these days we'll get some great finds like you do. It's pretty incredible. Are we gonna pick up a Steam Deck? I'm hoping to get one this year. Probably not. We're not really PC gamers, and the investment to do that versus play the games we have behind us, it's a hard pill to swallow. I'm probably not interested. And the Switch is great. We love our Switches. We have like 7 Switches, and we'll play Switch Lite all day long.
I mean, if we come across one for cheap.
Yeah, you never know. In 2012, Rob found Popful Mail at a
Wow.
secondhand shop for $1.
Oh my god.
Are you kidding me? That's
That-
one we're still looking for.
That's the dream right there, right?
Like Popful Mail and KO, Flying Squadron, those would be the 2 Saturn games, or the Sega CD games that would be sweet to find at some point. So Mecha Taco Gamer's looking forward to Star Ocean 6, Xenoblade 3, and Front Mission remakes. Oh yeah, the Front Mission remakes. I want to dive in and try those. They could be amazing. It could blow us away, honestly. Jack Green, Paper Mario 64, and Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door are my favorite RPG games. Those are good choices. Very good choices. What'd you think of Origami King? I heard that it was... We haven't played a lot of the Paper Marios. We have most of them, but I heard it was just a little bit too easy. A little less RPG. Mecha Otaku Gamer's most expensive game is Sakura Wars 5 on PS2. Awesome.
We have a sealed copy that we.
Sakura Wars 5?
Oh, I thought you said Steam bought for
No.
some reason.
Yeah, I don't know if we have that one.
Which one?
Sakura Wars 5 on PS2.
Well, we have Sakura Wars.
Yeah, we have So Long My Love and all those. We might. So Rap 5 says my best friend
my
was getting
gosh.
Marvel vs.
I'm
Capcom
gonna
2
get
for the
murdered by
PS2 for
this thing.
$2. That's awesome. You can do it.
You see this?
Oh, it's
this
like
guy?
it's got to be pixel perfect. Your tiny little sword has to
Oh,
match
man.
that tiny little enemy. You can do it.
So
Rob
stressful.
says I have a sealed copy of Fable at Goodwill. Or got a sealed copy of Fable at Goodwill for $2 recently. I have a super small YouTube channel to document my finds called Retro Zombie Rob. Nice. We'll have to check it out.
Okay. I gotta jump. Jump! I did
Rob
it!
says if you scroll back 10 years on my Instagram, you might find the post. Wow. You did it.
Trying not to die.
Also known as So Long My Love. Okay, we do have So Long My Love, yeah. As a kid that grew up playing Mario RPGs on the SNES, all the other Mario RPGs have fallen short for me. Yeah, I mean, it's only in like rumor that Paper Marios are just sequel to Mario RPGs anyway, so like they are considerably different in my opinion, for a couple different reasons, but the main one is the core RPG concepts. And Mario RPG is the GOAT
Oh,
with regards to the Mario RPG series.
I wish I had a magic bunny that would summon food for me.
Yeah, that's a great thing to have. Gamer Manuel, what are you playing recently? You playing any crazy games? Pick up anything new? Even the Superstar Saga on GBA and DS are Mario RPG in Japan. I would say, yeah, Superstar Saga, I played a lot of, and that one definitely feels more RPG than Paper Mario, in my opinion. Mecha Otaku Gamer never played Mario RPG. It's it's definitely like a simplified RPG, but it's good. Be right back. So Jack Green's working on playing Conquer Live and Reloaded. Nice. And this game looks interesting. Yeah, Mecha Otaku Gamer. It's very anime and a little game.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys remember that. Let's see. Do y'all know what your collection may be worth? Yeah, I mean it's all categorized.
I mean, it's just based off like price charting, so you know that's kind of a midline, right? Like, could be more, could be less, just depends. And no, we wouldn't ever sell the collection.
No.
We might cut the fat on it at some point, like you know, what was it that Collector's Luck says?
All killer, no filler.
All killer, no filler.
We are playing on a Saturn. We're actually using the Pound HD cable and a very simple, like $20 HDMI capture.
Like the
Dongle.
brand is actually Pound.
Yeah, for the HDMI adapter. Yeah, playing on the Saturn. We have the action replay in there so that we can save if we want, because saving on the Saturn is, when their batteries die every year, it's not as easy.
Yeah, well, the internal memory died on it a long time ago.
So collection value, it's over 6 figures. Let's just say that. It's up there. I'm gonna play Wild Arms 4 soon, since I just got it after my 26th birthday, but as a late gift to myself. Nice. She loves Wild Arms games.
Yeah, so
Which ones have you played?
I've played the first two. I really love the first one. I need to give the second one another whirl.
Yeah.
But I hear that the fifth one is like the best.
We have them all, so we just got to start playing them.
Yeah, I got them all. I just need to, make a year of it. The year of Wild Arms.
The app to track, yeah, we use CLZ, and we've been using it for a while. We really like it. I've heard there's better out there, but when you have 2,700 games, whatever, categorized, you don't want to do it again.
Yeah.
The only thing I wish we did was actually track how much we paid for a lot of it.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, most of it's free, right? Most of it's paid for itself over time when we resold something later.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's, like 120, 130 grand, and it's free.
So like I actually got a yard sale callback from one of the yard sales that we did in a video a couple weeks back, and I think it's worth, the stuff that I picked up was probably worth about $600.
Probably.
And I offered $160. Now I still have to verify that everything works, because that's a big risk, right? Like, it could be worth $600, or it could be worth, $100 because everything's broken. But
yeah, this is a picture of the pickup. Let's see that. Let's see. Oh.
Don't poke me in the face.
Yeah. Anyways, just bins. There we go. Bins and bins of stuff.
I was trying to post that on Instagram, but Instagram was fighting with me. So we'll see if we have any upgrades. We're definitely gonna add a couple things to the collection, but everything else we'll flip, and that will add to our game fund, so we can buy something that we don't have.
Yeah. So Rob Colucci says, I do that with my video game and my MTG collection all the time. Sell off the lesser items and dump into some solid CIB titles or reserve list cards. Yeah. Same. There's a lot of parsing. I've gone through and traded in thousands of commons just to get them out. There's so much jargon in there. Mecha Otaku Gamer might be getting Wild Arms 5 for $20. That's a deal.
Yeah, that's a
awesome.
Sweet deal.
Yeah, all day long.
Hopefully it has the slipcover, because if you care about that.
Have we considered buying the PAL version of Panzer Dragoon Saga to save yourself some money? Not really. If we buy it, it's going to be with funny money anyways, where we've bought and resold to fund the collection.
Yeah.
So if you guys don't know, like, we tend to make an early investment and then just pay ourselves back over and over again, and that's kind of how we do that through these big lot pickups and all that. And so far, it's been funding the collection, and that's how we'd prefer to get it. And we have a couple PAL games, but only because they only came out in PAL regions. Otherwise, we try to buy NTSC.
Well, we have some Japanese copies.
Yeah,
Games.
yeah.
What PAL games do we have?
Like some of the Super Famicom stuff.
Oh, well, those aren't PAL.
Maybe we don't have any PAL games then.
I don't think we have any PAL games. Oh, you know what? We do. So interesting enough, if you want to play Breath of Fire 3
Oh yeah.
on the PSP, there's a very inexpensive physical copy that you can buy that didn't come out on NTSC.
And Fairy Tail, we have PAL for Switch.
Fairy Tail? Oh, no. I think mine's Japanese.
Oh, mine's Japanese. So do we think game prices will go back down, or do you feel it will stay where it's at? I think it might go higher because it seems like all the consoles want to go digital. Yeah, I mean, I think that it might plateau a little bit, but it's always going to go up.
Yeah, I mean, so if you're talking about pandemic prices, like, it's already dropped.
Yeah, it's already dipped.
But I personally think that it's kind of like the stock market, right? Eventually, everything's going to start creeping back up again.
Mm-hmm.
And there might be a time where it goes down. Like, what is it? NES had a bit of a dip, because, like, just depends on the demand and the age group of people collecting. So, like, GameCube is spiking right now because people that grew up with GameCube now have full-time jobs.
Yeah.
And maybe a little bit more spending money. So that's all going up in price right now too.
Rob Colucci is speaking to my heart again. He says, Golf Story is really good. What is your favorite golf game? I used to own a copy of Ribbit King on GameCube, and it was a blast. Sadly, I sold it off. So Golf Story is one of my top 3 favorite Switch games. Love it. Absolutely love it. I just got... I'll go grab the other one we just got. I got to try out.
We got Ribbit King.
We got Ribbit King on PS2.
PS2 recently.
I would say the one so my favorite's probably going to be Golf Story. The one I played the most, just because there's more game in it, is World Invitational, Hot Shots World Invitational on Vita. I played that every night for years and got all the extra characters and the clothes, and you got to hit the ball at certain areas to...
That's a bedtime game.
Bedtime game. But I picked up a new one I'm excited to try. Let me go grab it.
So what happened for the defective item that we bought at the garage sale? Which defective item at the garage sale? It happens all the time, and there's a lot of them.
This is the one I was talking about. So RPG Golf Legends. It is a Chemco RPG, but it has golf in it, so I assume it's going to be better than a regular golf RPG. So I'm excited to try that one out. Have you played this one yet, Rob? What happened to the defective item you bought in garage sale? Lots, yeah. What you were just trying to say. We've had a lot of them. Uh-oh. If you had to start a collection, what genre of games would you choose to get all of?
Genre? Well, RPGs, right?
Yeah, still our main focus. I think it's like 65% of our collection's RPGs. Problem is CLZ also categorizes things as action that aren't RPGs, so it might be closer to 75.
Yeah, well, it doesn't show us, like it's got a graph, right? But you can't click on the graph and see what it considers an RPG or not.
Yeah,
so
that's our main focus.
It's tough to say. I mean, the majority of our PS1 collection is definitely RPGs.
And we have a very small PS1 collection. And then the secondary category would definitely be survival horror. And third would probably be golf.
there's a lot of golf games, but
and racing.
We have a fair amount of racing.
Love racing games.
Like usually, so if there's a fighting game, it's usually because I insisted on picking it up.
Yeah, we don't play. The only fighting game I play is like Melee.
Like I do like like
Ultimate, whatever. Smash Brothers.
Street Fighter style games. I'm not very good at them, but I
Same.
like to pick them up and just like pummel some opponents.
Tell me about it with GameCube prices. If you had to start it, let's see. So I booted up Wild Arms 4, and holy crap, my character starts off with 2550 HP at level 2. Well, that tells you how the game's going to go. It's going to be Disgaea level, where you're doing millions of damage per shot. Gotta find a copy of Hot Shots Invitational now for my Vita. It's so good. It just works right. It's a very clean Hot Shots game. I love the Hot Shot series. I actually started playing one on my phone. It's called Clap Hands Golf. Clap Hands is the developer for Hot Shots golf games, so it has the exact same vibe to it, and it's done very well. And it's a great toilet game.
TMI.
Everybody knows you can't use a restroom unless you have your phone with you. Do you have a collection of Game Boys from DMG to Switch? Yeah. We have. One of these days we'll go through our Nintendo handheld collection. We have a lot.
I think we have one of each Game Boy.
We don't have a light.
But we don't have a light.
Yeah, the Game Boy
Light.
So
the backlit one that only came out in Japan.
We have every handheld. The only two we don't have would be the TurboGrafx Express, and we don't have a PlayStation. What are they called? The little PlayStation.
The Ericssons?
No,
the N-Gage?
No. Oh yeah, we don't have an N-Gage either. The little one that was Japan only, that are little tiny like cartridges.
Oh, the Pocket Station.
Pocket Stations, yeah. We don't have any of those. We actually have every single American release of the 2DS, the big doorstop one.
Yeah.
We love the 2DSs.
Not the XL. We're working on that one, but just the door stoppers.
Yep.
Oh, we got Micro.
Micro, we have a few. Yeah, we've got an original from Japan.
Yeah. So
our second trip to Japan.
No, our first trip. So when our first trip to Japan was 2013, and we were into video games, but we weren't collecting like huge. But one thing that I wanted from the trip that was like my personal pickup was to find a really nice Game Boy Micro, and we found one at Super Potato, and it was sealed, and it's the 25th anniversary
The
Famicom one, and
it was like $80.
Yeah, we paid basically nothing for it.
If you use a Visa in Japan at the time, you got discounts off that and tax free.
Yeah,
it was probably like $70
because the yen was like
the conversion was well
80% below like the dollar.
Yeah, dollar was very valuable back then. And then the the one I really wanted to pick up was Mother 3, so we got that one also. Micro's neat. PSP Go, yes, we have a few of those. I actually just picked up a white one the other day for $60, and it's like super clean. Shadow Collector, evening. I'm an Arizona resident too, and found you guys from Tendo Discord. Are you going to the Tucson Toy Show this Sunday? Probably not.
Probably not.
We just
went to California.
Yeah, we need a rest from the expo. I'm still feeling under the weather from the con thrax.
Con flu.
And I have a lot of editing to do, a lot. And plus, we blew a lot of money at the expo, so we're gonna wait for a little while.
We need to list some things and recoup.
Don't worry, you'll see what we got. It's going to be a couple videos worth. Do we have any of the Neo Geo RPGs? I'm assuming you mean Neo Geo Pocket, because the Neo Geo system, I guess you can kind of consider...
Uh-oh. This is where I need you to...
Oh, yeah.
This is the boss battle.
So Neo Geo Pocket, yeah, we have a Japanese and American copy of Dark Arms. And then we also have Biomotor Unitron, which is awesome. She got me an IPS screen for the Neo Geo Pocket Color mod for my birthday, so I got to do that at some point. I'm thinking of doing that on camera and just doing that mod for everybody to see how an amateur does it. Those would be the ones we have right now.
Dad.
How about a Gamecom? No, we did not waste money on the Gamecom. I don't think that's even what I want for the collection, to be honest. It's going to be all sticky plastic if we bought it too.
I mean, if we found one at a garage sale, I wouldn't say no, but...
Yeah, right.
But I wouldn't actually...
It'd be for the lulz.
I don't think we'd spend good money on one.
Is there any system you'd like to collect more for? For me, I'm still dying to get my hands on more Wonder Swan.
I definitely want more Sega CD and more Saturn. That's just something that you don't see out here.
We don't have a lot of it. We have like 6 Sega Saturn games.
Yeah.
I'll show you. They're all bangers. We have 7, including
we found
Magic Knight RayEarth.
2 2 at a garage sale, I believe.
Yep. So all we have right here.
And then Magic Knight RayEarth
Lost,
behind
so we got
the
Lost
camera.
World and Sonic Jamity Art Sale, Sonic 3D we bought, Has Dragoon 2, Mystaria, and Albert Odyssey, and then Magic Knight RayEarth. So we're being very picky about what to get on that system.
Because it's very expensive.
Yeah.
And, you know, disc rot is definitely a concern. Like,
Yeah.
will we be able to play these in the next 5 years, or are they just going to be dead?
Yeah. I have a green CIB as well as a pink, both European releases. Nice. Rob Colucci got a micro at a garage sale for $4. Wow.
That's incredible. How long ago was that?
It was a screen, looks good, a little beat up, but it plays like a dream. That's awesome. Do you prefer Sega Nomad or Sega Game Gear? Nomad. Nomad, you have a better game selection. Straight up. We have a Nomad. I liked the Game Gear as a kid. Maybe if it was modded, I'd like it more now.
You know, there are some Game Gear games that I would love to play, but like there needs to be a better option to play them. I know there's an adapter that we can get from the Retron, and that's probably the best way. But without getting a modded Game Gear, like the old ones are just most of them
It's
are
hard.
dead,
Yeah.
and they need all their capacitors replaced on them. Like I think his has like a sound issue, and like my brother had a cool blue one, but it's super dead.
Yeah.
So.
Do you have any handhelds for emulation like Embernic or Retro Pocket? No. We have a RetroPie station that we used to use before we started collecting, but not really. We have phones; those emulate decently.
I have a modded PSP.
Oh yeah, and we have a modded PSP Go as well that we use modded.
Yeah, I have some R4 cards. Back in the DS days, I didn't have money for video games, so I just used an R4 card, and one of my friends hooked me up with a bunch of sweet games.
Yeah. So Rob Fowler says he wants the FF4 Wonder Swan. Yeah, that's awesome. We have she got me the FF1 Wonder Swan combo for Christmas, and it was awesome. Augustin Roman, I grew up with a Sega CD. I wish I still had it. Yeah, that's probably the system we have the fewest amount of games for. We have 4.
Well, Virtual Boy is probably the smallest.
Well, we have more. We have like 6 games for Virtual Boy, I think. Well, I guess 4. We even have more games for the Vectrex. We actually have almost the full Vectrex collection. We're only missing a few, which is kind of crazy.
So the Vectrex is from my family. I think they bought it before I was even born, but like that has traveled across seas and back and sat out in a garage for like what 30 years or something, and
Yeah.
it still works like a champ.
It's crazy.
It's still in the box too, so it works great.
Meko Otaku Gamer says he's still collecting all the PS2 RPGs, both North America and Japanese. Awesome. William asks, I know you completed the PS Vita games, and what game do you like or favorite of the PS Vita games?
Oh, here's the boss battle.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, I think you got it.
Here, I'll have you answer that question. You want me to try?
Oh, we gotta trade. Alright,
So
what favorite?
yeah, favorite Vita games. World Invitational for me.
So, World Invitation for him.
That's the golf game.
That's tough. You know, I really like the Senra Kagura games. I know they're very lewd, but I think they're funny. I like playing those.
Got him. Boy, this is very specific.
Alright, next one. Virtual Title is
Got it.
another bad RPG. Cool, going for all the PS2 greatest hits. That's awesome.
Got him. Well, this is very specific.
Yeah, I really struggled with this boss battle the first time I tried playing this.
Now he's only going horizontal. Nope, now he's going vertical. What is he doing?
So I don't remember how, but
Oops.
you have to use your fire attack.
Oh yeah, I have a fire attack?
Yeah, you have magic.
Oh geez, okay. I'm still hitting him. Oops.
Yeah, you only get 3 hits and then you're
Oh jeez.
done for.
Alright, let me see if I can do this. Now that I know I have a fire attack. Got him.
Rob says my girlfriend also likes the anime smut games. I mean, you know,
We're adults.
I think they're funny.
They're hilarious, is what they are.
I'm not easily offended, so like,
Yeah.
I just think that stuff is just hilarious.
Oh man, I'm almost dead again.
Yeah, this first boss battle is rough because this.
I'm just doing a char. I'm just attacking him when he charges because it's not easy. Okay, you gonna go vertical? Vertical. Whew. It's pixel perfect. You gotta be just in the right spot.
And then after you beat him, you gotta beat the bosses for the other two characters too.
Come on. Little by little.
Yeah, you gotta hit him with your fire. Yep.
Got it.
Ah.
Dog dead. One down.
Senran Kagura versus Neptunia.
Senran Kagura. Neptunia is very repetitive.
Well, they did release.
They did the verses.
Yeah, I don't remember if we I think we pre-ordered that. The sword is so small. Yes.
It's so it's small with an OL.
That's how he wrote it.
Okay, so they have a very.
Yeah.
Does she have a magic attack too? Oops.
Yep. Now you gotta smack him to refill your gauge.
Yeah. At least they only fire. Ah, crap.
Oh, yeah. They give you those little orbs. All right,
Yeah.
now you can do it again.
So you only shoot. They only shoot downwards, which is nice, but.
Yeah.
Got him. Man, this is okay. Once you get used to it, it's not bad, but it's very, very specific.
Yeah, you just have to figure out their patterns and.
Make sure you're behind them when they stop. Ah, crap.
From all your collection, or from all your collection from games and console, which is your most favorite or prized possession?
I just got killed real quick.
What's your most prized possession?
Man, that's rough.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really rough because you know, I've got a lot of stuff that
Man,
it's really special to me. All the PS1 RPGs that I have from my childhood are definitely my favorite. It's probably a toss-up between the Lunar from PS1, the Silver Story Complete, and not a lot of people talk about it, I feel, but I love Xenogears. And I know that it's kind of a, you know, it's a broken game because the second disc was just rushed, but I love that game. It was super controversial for the time because it's got a lot of religious undertones. Well,
got him.
Anti-religious undertones.
Woo.
So
One more.
that's probably my prized possession.
Oh, this girl's just straight up walking around.
Yours is probably something Dr. Mario related.
So, yeah. What the heck?
One's you and one's not you.
Okay, so her regular attack is a bow. Of course. What? So when I shoot her, it hurts me. With my recovery magic, I can heal any wounds I receive, and I bet she can't.
Huh. Hey. We're doing pretty well. Just playing some Match Neck RayEarth. How are you doing?
Okay, so she gets hurt when she hits me, and I get hurt when I hit her.
So you have to heal yourself, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. But I need
So
magic.
You
Crap.
heal yourself.
That's what it is.
You attack her, heal yourself. Attack her, heal yourself. And I think you'll be good.
Yeah. There we go. Wow, it stops everything when she heals herself. Like, we need to show you this full scene.
Yeah.
Ah, get away. I need the magic.
So Mecha Taco Gamer put a video of his favorites. video, favorite video games. Yeah, we'll check it out.
Oh, got her. She did?
Yep.
Woo! We did it. Here you go.
Back to more story.
Hooray.
I don't know if we got past this part. I think we got past this part.
So my most prized possession, I don't know. I mean, I bought Earthbound like 20 years ago, so that one's, I think it was like 30 or 40 bucks when I bought it. That one's up there.
Well, prize.
But yeah,
doesn't necessarily mean monetary.
Right. It's also like one of my favorite RPGs, my favorite RPG of all time.
What do you have from your childhood that you still have? Because he did a lot of trading.
Yeah, it's tough to say. I mean, I have a lot of nostalgia for my SNES and what I had for it. My original copy of Mario World is up there. It's that's probably one I have the most nostalgia for. All my old stuff. I know it sounds cliche, but honestly, just my original SNES and Mario World. It was that awesome when I got it. War Totems, hello. Finishing Delta on Alpha Sapphire with my kids. They're doing X and Y. Funny story, Y is the only Pokemon I ever beat. And I had to force myself through the last like couple hours of it. Just not my style, but that's awesome.
I beat Red when it originally came out. Almost beat. So you had Y, so then I had X.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like right at the end of it. He like beat it recently after we put it down for a couple years.
Yeah. So Rob sold his entire collection in 2017. He's been slowly picking up items, and the only game I have left from my childhood is Super Bonk on SNES. My favorite games are probs. Okay, nice.
All right.
Rob Fowler says FF3, FF2, and Mario RPG. Those are good favorites. I like it. Jack Green is going for all the PS2 greatest hits. Nice. Rob says, what anime deserves a game that hasn't gotten one or deserves a better one? I think my choice is Berserk. Sword of Berserk is alright, but I'd love a Monster Hunter style game without battling demons.
Did they make an Elfen Lied video game?
I don't know.
That would be pretty sweet. We use some vectors to murder.
We actually have, so they made a Yakitate Japan game and we have it, and it's Japanese. But
Where do I go now?
I love the Initial D game as well. That's on PSP. They made a lot of them, but the one on PSP is fantastic. Oh man, what an anime they made that they didn't make a game of yet? It's hard to say.
Yeah, because there's a lot of games that were released in Japan for animes that we just don't have out here in the U.S.
So War Totems hadn't played a Pokemon game until this weekend. Tried Fire Red and got to the Elite Four. Nice. Then my kids wanted us all to do those 3 games. Y'all ever played Berserk and the Band of Hawk on PS4? No. PS4, we've delved into some of the major titles and some of the main RPGs, but I haven't played that one yet. What's that game like?
Did we buy the Berserk
Berserk?
cake,
I don't
or
think so.
was that Fist of the North Star?
Rob Colucci feels like a bunch of classic 90s anime are right for cool RPGs, not generic ones. Yeah. There's a really... It probably would, if they expanded on the whole universe and story of it, there's a very... If any of you have heard of this, I'm super, super proud of you, and you're my new best friend. There's a really
I do
cool...
not want to go through this again.
Oh no! They almost followed you off the cliff. There's a really cool OVA from the 90s called Voices of a Distant Star. It's like 25 minutes long, and it's incredible. The world they built in 25 minutes is so good. I'd play a game on that. It'd be kind of mech-based, but also, space and time. If any of you have heard of that, shout out, because it's a really oddball one, but it's one of my old favorites. They can make an anime on cat soup.
I've never watched that one.
That one is weird, but also fun. In your collection, what was the first one you bought?
Well, we have...
So we have childhood collections.
That's tough, because we both... So when we first got together, moved in together, we had duplicates of most of our games. So it was, that's how I knew I found the one, right? We had duplicate consoles, duplicate RPGs. So I don't know. That's tough because it would have to be something that we picked up together, like the first thing we picked up together.
It's tough to say what the first game we bought together was.
Yeah.
It was probably a Final Fantasy we were missing or something. Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's been so long. Mulkey says most animes that get a game aren't that good unless they're light novels. IMO, yeah.
Ah,
Jack Green says Kuana's a game I want so badly. Yeah, we've been looking for Kuana as well. I hear it's not as good as Rule of Rose, but still be neat to try it.
I would like to pick up Blood Will Tell.
Yeah, that's another one.
I hear it's not worth the well we've heard someone say that it's not worth the money, but I don't know. You know, is this game worth the money that we paid for it? That's subjective, you know.
Have we ever played War Totem? Wasn't if we ever played Destiny of an Emperor on the NES? My favorite, most nostalgic NES game of all time. I haven't. I've got a lot of NES nostalgia. I grew up with it. She didn't. She was more on the Amiga side of things.
What
Dr.
was,
Mario.
what was the question?
It's called Destiny of an Emperor on the NES.
No. Yeah, my family didn't have an NES at all because we were living in Europe and the Amiga was king.
Yeah. For me, Dr. Mario is still one of my favorites of all time. Fazanadu, that's up there as one of the good ones, and a lot of NES nostalgia.
I do not want to go back through this maze.
Leif says, time, space, dilation, love story. Yep, that's exactly what Voices of a Distant Star is. It's great. Rob Fowler says, now and then, here and there would be a cool anime to video game adaptation. Yeah, that wouldn't be that bad. War Totems and his wife have been together for almost 20 years. Congratulations.
We've known
awesome.
each other since high school, which was a million years ago.
A long time.
But we got together, was it 2012 or 2011?
I think 2011.
Yeah.
So about 11 years. Mecha Otaku Gamer, his first game was Rayman on PS1. Nice. My first game was on the Intellivision. Intellivision 2. I still have it, my childhood Intellivision 2. My parents used to play blackjack poker on it at night, but I'd play Snafu and Battle and what else? Bomb Squad, Asteroids, a lot of those games. I played a lot of those were my first games growing up. Favorite NES game is Legacy of a Wizard. We have that one. We haven't played it yet, though.
Do we?
Yeah.
Oh
no, we did play it. Yeah, we played it a little bit. That's the one that's it's platformy, but also an RPG where you're going through the level kind of like horizontally. I remember that one.
Too many monsters.
A good survival horror game, Jack Green says, is Call of Cthulhu on the Xbox.
How do I use magic?
C?
See?
No, I guess not.
I'll use all the buttons.
Weird.
Oh, what's wrong?
Still can't beat Rayman. It's been 20 years. I know how that is. I've got some games that I haven't beat yet. I have, like GoldenEye, I haven't gotten, there were two of the super hard objectives that I never ever got. Like you had to shoot the guys with the door going down. You had to shoot one of them before the door went down and then get off it in time. Some of those I just couldn't do, so I totally get it. First game was Viva Pinata on the 360.
I don't like these tiny guys. They move really fast.
They don't like you either. Viva Pinata is a classic.
Let me out.
Makes me feel old knowing your first game was on 360. But that's okay. My first gaming memory was playing Castlevania 3 on NES. My friend Paul and I used to play that a lot growing up. We played that and like Mario Arcade. Or not Mario Arcade.
Yes, we do have Blue Reflection on PS4.
So, funny story, when we went to Vegas for that trip, that was one of the main... No, not Vegas.
LA and then Vegas.
Yeah. Well, we were looking for it in Vegas, yeah, in
We
the
were-
Vegas trip.
We were looking for it in LA and couldn't find
That's
it
right.
in LA.
So then on our way to Utah for the holidays, we picked it up in Vegas. It's crazy.
They had it, but we had already picked it up.
Oh
by
yeah, we
then.
picked it up at eBay.
Yeah, we just eBayed it because we were so frustrated that we
had to
couldn't
get
find it.
It just keeps going up.
And we had the second one coming to us. I had pre-ordered it, so
And I think we have a special edition of that one.
yeah.
Ninja Gaiden on NES is a game I haven't beat yet. That's a hard game. I would say that's one of the hardest games on the NES, and the only other one I can think of that's even harder is, obviously other than Battletoads, would be the original Ninja Turtles. That water level is frustrating. Mecha Otaku Gamer has Second Light, nice. Adam Weaver, his first game was Pokemon Blue version. I got it for Christmas along with the teal blue Game Boy Color. Nice. I'll probably just take a few more minutes here and then wrap this up because it's getting late and we have to work tomorrow. It's been 2 hours.
We got full-time jobs.
Yeah. So I'll have to eat dinner and all that too.
Food. Who needs food?
William says we were meant for each other. He love you guys. Love you too. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Yeah, we both consider each other fortunate to have what we have, and wouldn't trade it for anything.
Yeah, and it's something that we came to realize. Elisa's TED Talks on relationships.
My lord.
We met in high school, right? But we
Forgive me.
Didn't date in high
we
school.
never dated in high school, and we talked about it's too bad we didn't date in high school, right? But in our perspective, we weren't the same people that we were in high school that we are now. So our experiences that we've had in life made us who we are today. And so, in my opinion, I don't think we would have made it in high school. But when we met later in life and we grew
We already
up,
had
and
gone through our own individual things.
yeah, like I am myself, he is himself. Like that's how you make the perfect relationship, right?
It's by two independent people.
So yeah, two self-sustaining independent people come together and enjoy video games
And
together.
then what happens when two independent people that are super compatible get married, they end up wanting to do everything together anyways.
Yeah.
And yeah, we make the joke all the time. If we would have dated in high school, we wouldn't be together today.
Yeah. Well,
Probably not, but you don't know.
I mean, you have to go through those challenges and experience when you're young, right?
Yeah.
Make
the mistakes, learn what you don't want to do anymore.
Like we probably would have fought over stupid stuff that 18-year-olds fight over.
Yeah, seriously. Brian K says, my first gaming memory was playing the Magnavox Odyssey 2. Dang. Straight up old. We picked up one of those at a yard sale for $15 like 2 years ago and traded it in for like
Oh yeah,
30 with the box, and it was, I don't know, we got like $30 for it. But we had no idea.
That was on an ass too.
Yeah. The hardest NES game is Dick Tracy because you get one life, no continues. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a rough one.
I feel like that's pretty common with a lot of NES games.
Mm-hmm.
And some Game Boy games too are pretty tough.
War Totem says, the first thing that drew me to your channel was the husband-wife dynamic. It's awesome and refreshing. I appreciate it.
Aw.
Thank you. That's what we're trying to come across more as. I know our thing is like game hunting. We still enjoy that.
Yeah.
But we want to do more of the husband-wife thing. So I hope you continue to watch as we kind of move and shake the channel a little bit and grow and hopefully grow, but just evolve.
We would definitely like to do more. I don't know if Let's Play is the right avenue, but
More game-related.
yeah, like maybe we should talk more about games and
Yeah.
I don't know if top 10s are a thing that people want to watch or if, or if we should do like reviews or not necessarily reviews, but experiences.
Yeah. The other thing is, working full-time, editing takes hours, and there's a certain extent to which I'm willing to sacrifice my gaming and personal life to edit.
To edit a video, even if it's fairly straightforward and we don't come across any corrupt memory cards or
that was miserable.
or whatever, like it's still a good 4 hours, to edit, review it a few more times.
Yeah. 5 favorite games per console. There's too many consoles to go through.
That would be in another hour.
Yeah, that would take forever. Just 5 favorite games.
But we could definitely do a series on that.
What's your 5 favorite games off the cuff?
Off of all time?
I bet I know what they are.
Yeah, probably.
It's gonna be Xenogears, Secret of Mana, Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy VI, and Lunar.
Yeah, we could probably do that. I would like Wild Arms somewhere in there, but I don't know if it.
Where they're placed. Doesn't matter.
You know. But
Do you know mine?
Final Fantasy 8, 13, Dr. Mario, Golf Story.
It's top 3 on Switch. I wouldn't call it top 5 all time.
Oh, okay.
I said it earlier. You were talking about some favorites.
Well, I'm the failure of this relationship.
The Katamari Damacy series.
Oh yeah, Katamari, of course.
And then the last one, what was it? Oh, this is going to be controversial, but it's Breath of the Wild. That's top 5 all time for me. It's that good. If you haven't played Breath of the Wild, play it.
Whereas I'm all retro.
Yeah, she's all retro. But it's just that good.
Oh yes, I love Chrono Trigger. That should be in the top 5 too.
I mentioned it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Let's see, I've yet to play Chrono Trigger, but soon I will. Yeah. Games. Yes.
Oh yes.
Chase After the Right Price is great. Super nice dude, too. We chat with him every once in a while, and we love his content.
We would love to make a trip up to Michigan and maybe go yard selling with them or something.
But I shrivel up in the cold. If it's below 60 degrees, I'm in like an Arctic parka.
Yeah, we're real Arizonans, and like, you know, if it's below like 70, we're wearing a sweater.
Happy Console Gamer does videos where he talks about a game and his nostalgia with it. I find it more watchable than people just making Top Games videos.
Yeah.
We watch a lot of Happy Console Gamer. He's been around so long.
Yeah, he's been around for like, I mean, I know he's been around at least 10 years, but it's probably more than that.
That's kind of what we'd like to do more of, something like that, but more of the couple's perspective on it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have a very different like than she does, but we have a lot of shared interests. So like, there will be reasons why I like a game and she doesn't, as you've noticed with Final Fantasy VIII and so on.
But, you know, and that's you know, the magic of our relationship is he's allowed to have a different opinion than me.
It's okay. Nobody's gonna get offended.
Yeah, you know, it's okay that I don't like Final Fantasy VIII and he loves Final Fantasy VIII.
Yeah, we have multiple TVs and multiple gaming systems, and it's okay.
I got headphones.
Yeah, so do I. Only 2 Zelda games I've beaten are Link to the Past and Breath of the Wild. It's so good. Yeah. If you like Link to the Past, you need to play the 3DS one. Why can't I think of it?
It's
right in front, and I just...
it's like Magic.
No.
No, I know what you're talking about.
The 3DS one.
It should be up there.
Oh,
All the
yeah.
3DS ones
Hold on.
are up there.
A Link Between Worlds.
Yes, there you go.
That one is awesome. It's in the same world as Link to the Past. Let's see. Recently bought it on Steam. Okay. I want so Mecha Taco Gamer says I want to start doing that kind of videos like Happy Console Gamer. Right? Yeah, he's a legend. He likes everything, and his collection's incredible.
You know, he doesn't like
Husband and wife clash about FF8.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't fight like ever. Ever.
I mean, you know, we have serious discussions sometimes.
Yeah.
And that's about the most of it.
Loves Happy Console Gamer. Perfect video. So Rob Clucci says, here in Minnesota, it hits 40 degrees and everyone starts wearing shorts. Not us.
Nope.
No.
We would still be wearing like wool parkas and layers.
So I'm 6'4", which isn't that tall, but I think my hands and my feet are too far away from my heart. So when it comes to like cold, they just go away as far as I'm concerned. They don't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Yes, A Link Between Worlds. Thank you, Rob. It's so good. Such a good game. Well designed and everything. We're talking about Killer Instinct fighting games. Appreciate it. I did play Killer Instinct a little bit growing up, but again, I just don't play a lot of fighting games anymore. My oldest son loves Link Between Worlds and Breath of the Wild. They're great. They're great. I've become more of a Zelda fan the older I get. I actually played Skyward Sword on Wii, well, technically Wii U, but Wii, like a month before they announced it to re-release on Switch. And it had, in my opinion, this is a very strong opinion, the best story of all the Zeldas, some of the best music of all the Zeldas. I really like the art style. It's top for me. And the worst gameplay of all the Zeldas. The Wii motions and how it worked was very frustrating because it didn't work. I knew, like, the boss that you have to fight, the Buccaneer guy that you have to fight on the bridge.
Which one are you talking about?
Skyward Sword.
Skyward Sword.
Yeah.
I thought you said Breath of the Wild for some reason.
Oh,
I'm like,
did I?
I'm like, no, don't
No.
say that.
No, Skyward Sword. On Wii. If I said Breath of the Wild, repeat. Skyward Sword. There's a boss you fight on the bridge, and he's pretty easy, but there's a trick with him. All you need to do is forward jab, and he'll never touch you. But you can't do a freaking forward jab with the Wiimote because it doesn't register it all the time. Then you just get hit. So eventually I just had to beat him the normal way. But
those waggle controls really got in the way
they were
of
not fun.
a great game.
Nintendo Love says, do y'all want kids? Love y'all's dynamic. Yeah,
We'll have kids someday.
we'll have kids someday. We're enjoying our time without them right now.
It's a lot of work on my part, though.
It is. Rob says that he's near Chicago and it was 48 yesterday. It was shorts and hoodie weather while taking the pup. Shorts and hoodie? Sounds like an Arizona thing. Because that's all we have. A lot of us don't buy pants. I do.
I mean,
But War Totems has the full Wii U collection, not many games. Such an underrated console. We loved it, honestly. We played a lot of Wii U.
yeah.
We played a lot of Nintendo Land with friends. A lot. That was one of the best party games they've released in a long time.
If you want to collect something that's currently cheap, go for your Wii U collection now. Before the digital store. Same with 3DS closes next year, because everything's just gonna skyrocket in prices once digital copies are gone.
And we've been trying to collect all the 3DS, and we're getting there. I think we only have like 50 or so left, but we have a really expensive list left.
So 3DS has like 400 plus games. I don't think we're quite. I think we still need like 100 more.
We could be there, yeah. I haven't looked recently. Rob Fowler, the shirts and hoodie combo was great. Shorts and hoodie, yes. Meko Taku Gamer has never played Skyward Sword until the HD remaster. I'm jealous. I should have waited.
Yeah, you just needed to wait like a year.
It was like 2 months. Well, yeah, then it released like 6 months later.
Yeah.
Again, it's a really great game if they could fix the gameplay on it. Nintendo Land is awesome. It is, and it's cheap because it's so good.
Yeah, that's such a fun little party game to play.
Another fun party game, if you haven't played it for an older console, is Pac-Man Versus. I played that a lot growing up, where 3 players have Game Boy Advances hooked up to the GameCube. This is a GameCube game. And then 1 player is a controller hooked up into the GameCube. Or no, I'm sorry, it's the other way. 1 player has a Game Boy Advance and they're playing Pac-Man as Pac-Man. The other 3 players are ghosts playing in 3D on the TV. Super fun, and highly recommend Pac-Man Versus. Great party game. What do you guys use for Saturn HD converter on modern TV? We are using the Pound HDMI converter.
And that's the brand, Pound.
Pound. It works great. This is our first time using it. It does have its own independent power source, which is, kind of a bummer, but just requires an extra plug. It works fantastically.
We got it from Amazon like 3 days ago.
Yeah. It was like, crap, everybody picked Magic Knight RayEarth. All right, we gotta get a Pound HDMI cable.
Yeah, we were trying to figure out how to stream this, and we needed that cable.
Yeah, if you pick Sailor Moon RPG, we can just use the Retron.
Yeah.
3DSs are skyrocketing in price. Yeah.
Yeah.
We still need
Barbie Groom and Glam.
I don't want to spend $400 on a Barbie game, but someday.
I mean, is the Louvre counted too?
Yeah, the English version of the Louvre is on there technically, but you can only get it in the Louvre. I don't know. They're getting up there. Hard to find a good 3DS, 3DS XL, new 3DS. Yeah, the 2DS XLs they're refurbishing on the Nintendo site. Just the blue-black ones.
They pop up.
Keep an eye on them.
Yeah, just keep an eye on the website, and you'll see one come up. But
I don't ever play in 3D anyways. But I have an SNES version of the 3DS, new 3DS XL. That's my daily driver.
Yeah, I wish we would have bought like
more of those.
a million of them, because they were on sale on Amazon's website like
It was like 149.
3 Christmases ago
Yeah.
or so, and it was like, yeah, it was like $140, and now those are, I don't know,
Stupid
$600.
expensive. Yeah. Hindsight's 2020 in game collecting, right?
Well, you know, I mean, that was just the start of our like serious collecting.
So Rob Colucci says there's a modern Pac-Man versus tabletop arcade that I played at the local barcade. It was awesome. We did see that. If that's Arcade 1-Up one, we definitely dive more into that and pinball machines if we had the room.
Yeah.
Someday if we had a basement, pinball machines we love.
The real dream is to have a full DDR cab,
Yes.
but
It's
you
like
know,
15 grand and it takes up half this house.
well, and you know, none of our outlets would be able to support it either.
Yeah, it's like a 20 amp dedicated fuse. It's not fun.
Yeah.
When I sold out, I had 7 complete in box. Nice. Around here, still a lot of good deals to be had, and I've made a lot of connections where I get many callbacks, text backs. Awesome.
Yeah,
We've made some. We
we-
don't get callbacks that often, though.
we just got like a callback this week from the lady that we got the empty DS cases.
Yeah, that's also where we got that camera for $2 that we sold for $350.
Same lady. She called me. I left her my number, and she called me. Was it yesterday or yesterday?
Yesterday.
Yeah, and like I drove. She told me like I was like, you know, I can't really get over there until 4. Is that okay? And she's like, well, I have someone coming in an hour. I'm like, what's your address?
We'll find a way.
I'm like, I'll be there in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Because of course, if you're not the first one, like whoever gets there first is just gonna buy everything. If they don't buy everything, they're gonna buy the good stuff. So like, I raced down there and got a pretty killer console pickup. Everything with boxes. I was trying to post a picture on Instagram, but Instagram currently hates me right now.
So William wants to know, do we know the Karateka game in NES Famicom? Nope. Not familiar with it.
Mm-mm.
Really want to build a virtual pinball cabinet someday when I have more room. Nice. We played, so they do the, in fact, it's coming up.
Zapcom.
Zapcom's coming up. We like to go that every year. It's a pinball and arcade convention
Yeah.
in Phoenix. Usually it's in Mesa and Mesa Convention Center, and we're going again this year, more than likely.
Hopefully.
And
As long as there's no scheduled conflicts.
yeah, but those are super fun. And we've played some of the new modern like fake pinball cabinets, and it's all right.
We like the feedback,
Yeah.
the analog,
Old school.
because we're old. I don't
Yeah,
know.
probably why.
But
So we've got another just a few minutes. We'll just wrap this up at 8:20 here and clock out for some dinner.
I guess
Really appreciate you guys coming in though and joining us for this. This
I'll
is
just save here.
it's fun connecting with the viewers, and I think we capped out around 35 people. It's pretty cool. I didn't expect that many. That's awesome.
Yeah. So what do you guys think? Should we do another one of these in the future? Like, it all just depends on interest, because I like the opportunity to play a game, and I don't mind chatting with you guys.
Yeah, we like it. It's our core love is to talk about video games and play video games.
Yeah, that's the thing that we really like. Once again, realized is going to the convention and talking to a bunch of video game lovers. You know, like that was a blast, and this is kind of like that.
Yeah, it's basically the same.
Oh, you made mapo tofu for dinner?
Yes.
That sounds amazing.
Love mapo tofu.
And I know you made it extra spicy.
Yes, do another one whenever you guys enjoy comes across in the lives videos. Appreciate it. I really do. I'll try to get better at figuring out how to make it so that the one you're waiting for is the one we go live on. I'm new to this, so I've got a buddy who's a streamer on Twitch, and he's helping me. I'll have him help me better next time.
Yeah, he didn't have time to help out like live on the stream, so
That guy Nelson says, "Hey, nice running into you guys over the weekend." Oh, were you at SoCal Retro?
yeah.
That's awesome. Loved it. Keep putting out awesome videos. I'm sure we can all sit in here and gush about games for hours. Yes. Yeah, it's hard to not.
We gotta go to bed in like less than 2 hours and eat dinner.
Yeah. Did y'all independently like JRPGs before meeting, or did y'all grow up with them? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I introduced her to Earthbound and Final Fantasy VIII. She introduced me to like Chrono Trigger and Secret of Mana.
Yeah.
So like there was a lot of crossover. Like we both played a lot of the Final Fantasies, but we were both super into them.
Yeah, when we moved in together, we had duplicates of like almost all the Final Fantasies, all the RPGs. like, and we had duplicate consoles, so we had to make some tough decisions then.
You know what the decision was? We kept both.
Yeah. I think we did get rid of some of the cheaper dollar games,
Yeah.
you know. But
It's past Rob Fuller's bedtimes too. So again, thank you guys so much for joining us. Really appreciate you coming in and chatting. And this game, what do you guys think? Pretty good. I want to see more of it.
yeah, well, I'm definitely gonna play through and beat it,
Yeah.
for sure. But you know, it's another game in the backlog.
Yes, for sure. And yeah, I don't really have anything else to go over. I just appreciate you guys being here, and stay tuned for a video. We'll post a new one on Sunday. And again, we have at least 2, hopefully just 2, could be 3.
It could be 3 videos coming up.
SoCal Retro Gaming Expo videos. And I'll give you one more little partial spoiler. Remember that pop figure? We don't have it anymore.
Yeah, we did a trade at the expo.
It was incredible.
Yeah, and
So stay tuned to see what we got for that.
all the vendors the next day, we were the talk of the con.
They're like, oh, you guys are the ones that
with
traded the pop. It was awesome.
It was pretty cool.
So thanks again for watching, and remember, the couple that streams video games and talks to other people with video games together stays together. Take care. We'll see y'all next time.